Yo, what's up? DJL7 out here. It's a super bright day. So, check it out though. Just want to talk about real quick about the anti-war movement. The fact of the matter is that you could see right now there's a lot of, they say that there's some kind of debate going on inside the Republican Party regarding, support for the war. And notice that all the leftists, right, they're supposedly about the people, but the only thing in their mouth is Candace Owens or Tucker Carlson. They don't want to work with actually grassroots Republicans that are actually fighting the war themselves. Instead, they have a figurehead, right? That's how you know, like, a lot of these socialist movements are not really about the people, but about installing figureheads to speak for the people. Okay? Let's take, for example, Zoran Mamdani. He actually had a meeting recently with Curtis Sliwa. Did you know that a lot of Curtis Sliwa's campaign workers never got paid? But, justice for them is irrelevant, right? As long as you can speak the words and, control the electoral votes and make it seem like things are cool. So, I'm New York City's America First candidate. Being Korean American, my country's really been impacted by war. Soon they're going to have someone who matches my description because they know that I have some lanes open here, right? They know that there's some validity to what I say. So they've done this many times before. They've done the public housing arena. They've done this inside of the, wrongful incarceration arena. They are constantly installing new leaders who look and sound like real activists, not like me, to, make sure that the movement remains under control. They don't talk about actual grassroots activists. In fact, grassroots activists on both sides, Republican and Democrats, as well as third-party independents, are actually suppressed by the gatekeepers that are actually at the top of both parties that are actually dictating. It's as real as wrestling, as professional wrestling, right? They set up these in advance, the terms of engagement, and also what the narrative is going to be. So if these Democrats really wanted to end the war, they would be working with grassroots Republicans that actually are against the war as well too. You can see that there's more interest in gaining control of the movement and unfortunately profiteering off of it. People wonder why there's forever wars. The people that are impacted by war are pushed aside for celebrities and party leadership. It's disgusting and wrong. So I have lots of documentation showing myself approaching Democrats, and they just don't respond. They don't really want to succeed on the issue, right? Once again, I work for Long Falls Customer Say History. The disabled, these are powerful voting blocks. What's really sad is the amount of blackballing that's happened within my own people, because my people's issues are not addressed. A lot of my people believe the only way up is to make the gatekeepers happy. So you could see that there's not a lot of Asian Americans willing to stand by my side, because on the Republican and Democrat side, both of them are being threatened to withhold support, because I will point out the BS going on both sides. There's professional activists in both sides, just so you know. The right and the left. The right wants to complain about, the professional activists that's taking over the anti-war movement, like PSL and People's Forum. But on the right-hand side, you got Nick Shirley doing the exact same thing. So, yeah. This is why both parties are working together to suppress the entirety of my work. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I'm documenting this whole process. So once again, I've contacted the socialists and Democrats about the longest Swamp Incarceration state history. This has been documented. I even contacted Zoran to potentially help his campaign, because I knew he was struggling with the black vote, so he could help the longest Swamp incarcerated man in New York State history. Did not respond because the party leadership is holding him hostage. Sorry to say. So if you actually want to get, advancement on these topics, it can't come from the top down, folks. It's got to be bottom up. It's got to be grassroots. God bless.